An unbelievable schus it is to join you from Cape Town and to share with you, I think, a profound insight into how we are to approach this time of Elul, how we are to engage with the opportunity that we have in front of us of Teshuva. And what better way to understand Teshuva than to delve into the acronym that is released and revealed to us within the word itself. And I want to share with you a teaching from the Alter Rebbe that tells us that Teshuva, in fact, has within it 5 parts, that if we are able to absorb and integrate these elements into our lives, we are able to address and tap into the fundamental essence of what Hashem wants from us and what Teshuva really is. The first element and the first letter of Teshuva is Tamim Tiyeh Hashem Elokecha, that we have to be Tamim, we have to be pure, and we have to be simple. One of the greatest issues of our day, as Rabbi Nachman teaches us, is that we are unable to stop worrying. The anxiety and the pressures that we place upon ourselves of constantly worrying and never stopping to have our minds thinking about and concerned about the future is the sole reason that he writes that we are unable to come close to Hashem. So the first step of Teshuva is Tamim Tiyeh Hashem Elokecha. We have to slow down. We have to simplify. We have to draw into ourselves a sense of emunah in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The second level is Shin, which represents the energy of Shaviti Hashem Lenegdi Tzomid. Often we place it on top of our Aaron, our Kodesh, but in fact, the Baal Shem Tov reveals to us what is Shavisi Hashem Lenegdi Tzomid. What does it mean that a person has Shavisi that places Hashem in front of them? That's what it means. The Baal Shem Tov says it means Lashon Hishtavus, an equanimity. And equanimity means that whatever happens around me, I'm unfazed internally. The reason is because I find that Hashem is in front of me constantly. What that means is I need to find my consistency. And my consistency is not found in my accomplishments. It's not found in the world around me, but it's found in the world inside of me. And Lashon Hishtavus is finding my inner Hashem, my inner Tselem Elokim, my inner Shavisi Hashem Lenegdi Tzomid. And that's the second step. Stopping the worrying, but then finding the consistency of godliness inside. But then we need to come to the next level of Teshuva, which is the Vav, which the Rebbe tells us is the energy of V'ahavta l're'echa kamoicha. But the energy of V'ahavta is an energy of love. And often we find ourselves in the space of Teshuva, in the space of Elul, and we feel so afraid. We feel so anxious. We feel like, gosh, what are we going to do? We have to understand that the energy of Teshuva is the energy of Ahava. It's the energy of love. It's the energy that Hashem wants us to find and fall back in love with ourselves in the deepest sense, connected to our neshamas, an intrinsic love, a love she'eino tluya b'davar, a love that is independent. And that love should overflow to our love for one another, in our families, to experience a sense of love, ultimately in our communities, but essentially to our love to Hashem, the world around, to feel that sense of love. So much hatred in the world, we need to drown it with a sense of love. And then we come to the fourth level, and the level is the letter of base in Teshuva, which represents B'chol Derachecha, that we have to find and know Hashem in all of our doing. That most often we think in our lives, Hashem is found in our learning, Hashem is found in our davening, Hashem is found in our tzedakah, and 100% those are the most potent ways to find Hashem. But what Hashem wants from us is to find Him in every single moment of our lives. To understand that the moment that we are in right now is a moment of discovery. Wherever we are, to breathe into that space and discover that Hashem is with you right now. Whatever is going on, it is not a moment just to get to another place. It is a moment to discover and to breathe into a relationship with Hashem. B'chol derachecha is to understand in every single moment we can discover God. And the final one, my friends, is the lashon and the letter of Hey, which represents Atzne. Atzne aleches, which means to walk humbly before God, and to walk in a sense that is bashful before Hashem. What does it mean to be hatzne aleches? What does it mean that we conceal our success from the outside world? It means that we don't hinge our existence and our identity on our external success. That we understand mar benechosim mar bedaiga. The more expansivity that we feel in our lives externally equals more anxiety. And the reason for that is because the more we premise our existence on externality, on property, on how much money we have, on how much success we have, the more we lose our center. And hatzne aleches means we walk discreetly. We recognize all of the mechanisms of success in our lives are only there for one fundamental reason, and that is to connect to Hashem. They are not there to be identified with, and they are not there to superimpose on our identity. We need to discover the ultimate space of Teshuva. And as we had this revelation, a revelation that is a 5-step process into discovering our ultimate self. Tomim tiyem Hashem lakecha. Simple. Stop worrying. Just calm down. Have trust in Hashem. Shavisi. See that you have an internal consistency, and that is your neshama. Nothing can take that away. Find that lashon ishtavos. Find that equanimity in your life. Find the consistency. We know Hashem is never changing. And same too inside of you, inside of us. We have a place that is never changing. Be'ahavta. Feel a sense of love. In every way, know God. In every moment, understand we can discover Hashem. And finally, hatzne aleches. Find ourselves not in our external successes, not in our external achievements and appearance, but in our internal space of deep connection to the Eibishter. Please God, it should be a year filled with bracha, filled with simcha, and filled with the ultimate return back to our Kadosh Baruch Hu and back to ourselves.